What up? It's your host, Joe T, and this is Bless This Conversation. And today I have...
Jade, Nicole, a.k.a. T from Traps.
For sure. And today on this show, we're going to talk about the battles that don't normally show on the surface. We're going to get into the journey that most people walk quietly, and that's the journey of lupus, the world of lupus. And lupus, a lot of people probably don't understand, it's bigger than fatigue. It's bigger than pain. It's bigger than doctor's appointments and medication. Lupus is a struggle I'm sure that Jade and many others face every day when knowing your body is attacking you and you still get up and live your life in this everyday world. And today I really want to bless the people with the resilience of people who have lupus, and I really want to allow people to take a closer look at what this really looks like. So, Jay, with that being said, before we get started, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How you feeling?
I'm okay.
Nervous?
A little bit.
Why?
For one, I've never really told this story. So people look at me and they be like, "You have lupus?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh my God, you couldn't even tell." I'm not supposed to tell. For two, I ain't never been on camera.
How does it when people say I can't even tell? Like, what are your thoughts in them moments?
I mean, I just feel like you're not supposed to tell. Like, that's the point. Like, you're not supposed to tell. I would rather you not be able to tell that I have lupus versus telling. I mean, I was talking to a friend this morning and I was telling her, she was like, "No, like, had you not told me that, I wouldn't have knew." And I'm like, well, if you like actually just pay attention to me, it's certain things like on my body where you like, like it makes you question. Like I had a friend who had a girlfriend and she asked her, she was like, "What's wrong with her legs?" And she was like, "She has lupus." Because I have bruises on my legs and it's just scars from flare-ups and stuff like that don't go away. So stuff like that. If you paying like close attention to detail and you'll notice little stuff that's like, I wonder why her skin is like that way or why is that on her. But other than that, like, no, you wouldn't be able to tell that I had lupus.
I want to get into that. We won't get into the bruises and the flare-ups later on in the conversation, but I do want to ask, how old are you, Jay?
I'm 29.
29. At what age did you, or was it discovered that you had lupus, or is this something you were born with?
So at 16, I was diagnosed with misconnective tissues disease. Okay. But from a child, when my mama would take me to my pediatrician, just little stuff, she would like say like something is off with her blood and not just really being like educated in like me being so young at that age. And it's probably not common for people. I don't think it's common for children to have lupus. I think it shows up in the early ages of 14, really. But I'm talking like as like a 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old. She could tell like something was off of my blood. She initially was just off rip, was like sickle cell. My mama was like, "No way," because I have an older brother and I have an older sister. And sickle cell is hereditary. So it's something that's in your parents' blood that gives you sickle cell. My sister and my brother are perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with them.
Right.
And they also have to be tested for that in order to determine if I have it first.
Right.
So she was like, "No, that's not it." 7th grade, I got sick. And that's when like the whole weight started dropping. I think I got down to like 115, 120 pounds. And I would have an appetite, but when I would see food, I would get extremely sick. Like, please get this out of my face. Like, I don't want to smell it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be around it. Like, I don't want food nowhere near me, but I would be hungry. But that's what was causing me to lose weight, because it's like I'm hungry, but I can't force myself to eat nothing. So then Mama took me back to the doctor and she diagnosed me with anemia. How anemia and me losing my appetite was coinciding, I'm not really sure. But once she put me on iron pills, ferrous sulfate, and I want to say she put me on turmeric as well, just for like some sort of immune booster. I did gain my appetite back, and things just went back to normal or whatever. That was 7th grade. By 8th grade, I was back to like my normal size, like 130. Freshman year, I was good. Sophomore year, I was good. Junior year, my brother was living in Atlanta, and he came home for a weekend. And I don't know if he had like a cold or whatever, but when he came home, I got sick with the flu. So when I got sick with the flu, not knowing that, and I don't remember being like sick with anything in between the time I was diagnosed with anemia and the time I got the flu.
Okay.
Because I think me getting the flu is what brought out whatever else was going wrong with my body, because my body wasn't strong enough to fight it. I got extremely sick with the flu. Couldn't walk, couldn't stand, couldn't eat, couldn't keep nothing down, couldn't do nothing but sleep. And then on top of the symptoms with the flu, like sore throat, just chills, body aches, whatever. It's 3 weeks of school, and during that time, I went to the hospital like 2 times while I had the flu. Then, when I got over the flu and I went back to school, I had early release. So I got out of school at 2. And I also had this period where I would sit in the office and just help them like with stuff in the office, like going to run errands, dropping off paper to classrooms, printing stuff, filing stuff. And I was taking some papers to this teacher, and in the midst of me walking to that class, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Like, I do not feel good all over again. So when I got home that evening, I'm like telling my mama, like, I don't know if the flu is coming back or I haven't completely gotten over it. I don't feel good again. So she took me back to the ER. Those 3 times that I went to the ER, I seen the same doctor each time. I'll never forget this lady. She was a stud. She was a stud white lady. I'll never forget her. And she was like, the second time I went, she said, the next time you come, if you have to come again, call ahead and we will go ahead and get you a room ready. So we didn't even call ahead. We didn't even think about doing none of that. We just went back to the ER. And she said, this is the 3rd time I've seen you in like a month span. You're not leaving here today without me figuring out exactly what's wrong with you, because now it's beyond the flu. You don't have the flu no more. Like, you're over that. It's a reason why you're not able to gain your strength back from having the flu. And she did this full blood battery on me, and she just basically said, your blood is not what it's supposed to be. Everything's low. Everything dealing with your blood is low. So I'm going to write your referral to Children's. And she did that. And I want to say maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday of that next week, I went to Children's to see my doctor. Her name was Dr. Bethany. And she diagnosed me with misconnective tissues disease, rheumatoid arthritis, on top of me having the anemia. Before that, though, when my mama would wake me up in the morning time for school, I used to get my ass cussed out every morning.
Why?
I would wake up and I'd be sitting there like, oh my God, like, what is wrong? Like, I can't, like, everything hurt. Like, to do this hurt. The slightest touch hurt. She come back, yo, ass ain't out the bed yet. Yeah. You just lazy, you don't want to go to school. And I'm like, I can't explain this to you. Like, my whole body is just in pain, just aching, like, in pain. Like, you know how you kind of store after you get out after a car accident?
Yeah.
Worse than that.
Yeah.
Like the car actually impacted you. That's how I would feel. And
what age is this?
This was like right before the flu. This was right before the flu.
How old you say?
I turned 17 that summer. So I was probably either 15 or 16 because I was diagnosed at 16.
Okay.
So I was probably 16. Yeah. And when I caught the flu, that's what brought it all out. And when I went to the doctor, she was like, yeah, that's why your body has been in so much pain. You have rheumatoid arthritis, your joints are out of whack. Yeah. And this misconnective tissues disease it's attacking you. It's attacking your body. So from there, I seen Dr. Bethany, I know, every week, if not every 2 weeks, just until we got it under control. Because I feel like what that pediatrician was seeing was something
Right.
on the lines of lupus or misconnective tissue disease. She just couldn't diagnose it because she didn't know that children so young could have it. So I feel like it was always somewhere in my blood.
Yeah. Wow. And who was with you?
My mama.
Your mama.
Mhm.
How was your mama taking?
It was a shock. It was a shock to her because, I mean, I have 2 other cousins on my mama's side that have blood diseases as well.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them has lupus. I don't know if she has SLE. I think she may have CLE, which is the one that does attack the skin. And when she was first diagnosed, that scared all of us because it just completely took over her whole body. And I don't think my mama was prepared for it to be happening to her baby.
Right.
And how much we had to go to the doctor after that. And if you don't do this, then, you know, we have, it was life changing. Because from the jump, I was put on like 9 different medications.
Okay, let me go back to when you first went, when you was losing weight.
That was junior high.
Junior high.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, because they hadn't got it right. They said it was sickle cell.
They said it was sickle cell. My mama was like, no. And then she was like, okay, well, she is anemic. So it is anemia.
Did they give you medication then?
They gave me ferrous sulfate, which is iron pills. And then put me on some sort of immune booster. I think it was turmeric. You can buy turmeric in the store.
Right. But so that medication was helping with, I'm guessing, with giving you your appetite back.
Giving me my energy. So giving me my blood that I needed, because iron is low in blood, which is why you always cold.
Okay.
So that medicine was giving me the blood that I needed for me to gain my energy back, so which helped me gain my appetite back.
Got you. And so at 16 when the flu hit and then they finally diagnosed it right. Was there a period of trying to find which medications were? And I know I haven't, because there's different kinds of lupus.
Mm-hmm.
Yours, the one you were diagnosed with is?
The organ attacker. It attacks your organs.
Because I know, I watched a video where it talked about the lupus, I'm guessing there's some kind of cells where they look so similar to the cells in your body that's supposed to fight, that fight for your body. It can't identify that these are cells that need to eat up because they look so similar.
And I think that's why she couldn't really determine what it was from a child.
Right.
Right.
Because they look just alike.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, and the first medication, did you go through a series of medications before they got?
When she first diagnosed me with misconnective tissue disease, she put me on a pain medicine for joints, which I don't remember what it was. I want to say it started with a T. She put me on a pain medicine for joints. I was on hydrochloroquine, which is a medicine for lupus, which I'm now allergic to. I was back on turmeric. I was on iron pills. I was on some sort of vitamin, and I was on methotrexate. Methotrexate was the shots that my mama had to learn how to give me, but she could only give them to me in my upper thighs or behind my arms. And they would cause these, every time she would poke me, they would cause these black marks. So she started in my thighs. And when we seen that it was giving me these black marks, I'm like, is it an allergic reaction? They were like, no, that's just normal. So they was like, you can start giving them in the back of the arm so the marks won't be so visible. People won't be able to see them. And I was on a birth control because you can't get pregnant on methotrexate. So I don't know if that's exactly 9, but I know for a fact I was on 9 medications from jump. At the start of that, all of those worked. So it wasn't like a mix of like, okay, well, that's not working. Let's take you off of that and put you on something else. All of those were working. My medicines didn't start to change until I came back home from college. That's when they started switching up my medicines.
So when you got diagnosed with the lupus, how did the school, how did that work? Being in school, once you got diagnosed, did you miss school? How did that?
Not really, other than like going to see her. Like I said, at first, when I was first diagnosed, right after the flu, I seen her like, if not every week, every 2 weeks. And then the more I saw her, the more she would push out the time. She was just trying to get it under control.
Gotcha.
And once we did that, then it was like, okay, I'll see you once a month. But I was still in high school.
Right.
So it didn't really affect anything. After I got past those 3 weeks of missing school from having the flu, I was back in school normally, like doing whatever. Like I went through my senior year no problems. I was homecoming queen.
That's what's up.
Like, yeah, it was no issues after that. And then summertime came. It wasn't really no issues. It was pretty much under control. It did not really start to change and flare up until I got to college.
How did that, when it first got, was it a toll on your mental early?
Yeah.
Confidence?
No, not really, because I didn't look no different. I didn't really gain no weight. I didn't lose no weight. Only thing that was really changing was, like I said, those marks, because they wasn't going away like automatically. Like, it would take them a while to go away. Other than that, no, it wasn't no change. But it did take a toll on me mentally and emotionally, because I'm 16, I'm 17. I gotta graduate high school.
Yeah.
I'm going to college.
Yeah.
Like, they telling me you can't be in the sun like that. You can't wear normal lotions. You got to wear sunscreen. You don't understand. I mean, you would think I'm a kid,
right?
But I'm old enough to understand. But until you're put in that situation, that's life changing.
Right.
You don't understand it.
Right.
Because it's like, why I can't do the normal things that I've been doing,
right?
Or why I can't do the normal things that other girls are gonna do. Like, your body will tell you, when it's had enough.
Did you ever had these once? Because I know you said at one point your mama probably wasn't. She didn't realize this was real. So at the time you got diagnosed and was on the medication, did you and your mama ever have a conversation? Did she ever come to you and was like, "I didn't know"? How?
No. My mama is. She don't really. You have to know my mama to know what my mama is feeling, what my mama is thinking.
Yeah.
She don't have to tell me that, like, she's scared. She don't have to tell me that. I know she's scared. Like, she don't have to tell me that, like, she feeling some type of way. Like, I knew that my mama was feeling some type of way and was just as shocked as I was. Like, I knew she was. Like, she didn't have to say that. Like, we would go to doctor's appointments and it would be frustrating hearing them people say that, like, this ain't working, or we're gonna have to do this, or this is plan A, and if plan A don't work, this is plan B. I'm crying and my mama is silent.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, she didn't have to say much.
That's how my mama is. Me and my mama got it. I know my mama. Yeah, I know my mama. Yeah, I know my mama. Like, some people on the outside will probably see certain things and be wondering, but I know her. I know the facial expression. I know the body language. I know what she feels.
And I know she's a praying mama, so it's just like, she don't really have to tell me. I mean, I'm not saying like she was just silent, like she wasn't giving me words of encouragement, like she was. Like, you know, everything's gonna be okay. We just gotta stay in prayer. But if my mama cried about anything dealing with lupus or anything dealing with me, I never seen it.
Yeah. That's why I love Aunt Timber, man. When I'm around Aunt Timber, I'm more different. I feel like I'm at home. For sure. Like, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Then you mentioned college. Getting up into college, you said you were straight on up until then. What happened?
So when I went off to school, because I was on so many medications, I don't really remember the process of this, but my medicine had to be taken to the nurse, and I had to go get it from her every day. So, again, I'm in school now. I'm in this city. All these new people, all these new boys.
Where you going to college at?
Kilgore.
Okay.
Kilgore,
where is
Texas. It's in Kilgore, Texas.
Okay.
East Texas.
Okay.
Past Tyler, a little bit before you get to Longview.
What was you going to school for?
I went for business management.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm not going to that nurse.
Yeah. So you quit taking the medication?
Yeah.
How long?
Not off rip. At first I was going. And I didn't go to school my first semester. So I got into some trouble right after high school.
Yeah.
With this dude I was dealing with. And my mama and my godmama was like, no, first semester you're not going.
What happened?
We were dating all through high school. And we got into an argument right before I graduated, and I, out of spite, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's why pissing the nigga off.
Yeah.
And I guess he hurt his ego, which is understandable. And Mom was like, you're never supposed to tell like no guy that. Like, even if you did it or if you didn't do it,
right,
you're never supposed to say that. Anyways, after high school, he still wanted to deal with me, but I knew he was dealing with another girl. And I'm just like, why are you stringing me along? Like, you can just leave me alone. Like, we didn't already pretty much like went our separate ways. Let's just leave it where it's at. One day he was being weird, and I pulled up on him and let me in the house. He wouldn't let me in the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in this house. What?
Right.
I'm gonna get in here. Yeah. So I threw a brick through his window, and when I put the blinds back, it was a girl in there, which I knew that. And
Did
after
you know the
that,
girl?
huh?
Did you know the girl?
I knew she went to school with him because me and him didn't go to the same school,
Okay.
so I knew that. After that, yeah, keyed the car, threw a brick through the windshield. You know, just typical. Not I don't even say typical, just cancer. You know what I'm saying? just what cancers do. Like, I don't know why they like to put us like that. But yeah, anyways, I got in some trouble, and my mama and my godmama was like, no school first semester. You're gonna stay here, you're gonna work, you're gonna pay me back for having to get that lady window fixed, and you're going to counseling to learn how to control your emotion. Because when you get out there in college, we're not here. So whatever situation you face, you're going to have to know how to handle it differently, because we 2 hours away. We can't just up and come down the street and get to you. And if you get out there, you get in jail, that's on you.
So you went to counseling?
I did go to counseling.
How was counseling? Coming from a black family and suggesting that, I commend them for that, because that's kind of...
Well, my godmama is, she's a licensed RN, and she's a counselor.
Okay.
So my godmama is a very sweet lady, very soft-spoken. Jade, you know, you can't act like that. And I'm at the time, because by this time I'm 17, finna be 18, if not already 18, because this is the summer after graduation. At the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to figure out how you gonna help me get my nigga back. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Yeah, how you gonna help me? What can I do emotionally? What can I change emotionally to fix that situation?
Okay.
I did go to counseling again, though, like some years later, and I will say it helped me out a lot better in what I was dealing with at that time. I just didn't like the fact that it was virtual. Okay. I prefer more face-to-face. Yeah.
Person. When you said that they did that at the school as far as the medication, was it a reason why they wouldn't let you take it yourself while you had it?
I have no idea. I think filling out the applications or whatever, you have to put on there, like, if you have an illness. And when they found that out, then they told my mama, like, her medications has to be distributed to her by the nurse.
I wanted, so how did they, with the school, they didn't catch, like, did you stop coming to get it?
Yeah. She would call.
And you just got tired of doing it.
I'm
How long was it without the medication for? I'm guessing something started affecting you. How long could you say you missed out on the medication?
So first semester of school start when?
I have no idea.
Is it September? Or did I go in September?
Let's go with September.
I went in September. My mama came and got me. When is Easter?
April.
When is spring break?
I think April, March. April.
March.
March.
She came and got me at some point. At some point, she came and got me for a weekend. I don't think it was nothing specific. She just came and got me. Maybe I had a doctor's appointment or something. I was 120 pounds, and I was your color.
Do what?
I got dark.
From not taking the medication?
From not taking the medicine. Yeah.
Lost weight? You said you was 120.
I was about 115, 120 pounds.
So you had lost weight?
I had lost weight again.
And got dark?
I got dark.
And you went to the doctor and then...
I went to the doctor and...
in pain at the time?
I probably was.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not taking the medicine. I know that. So it's just like, whatever. But it wasn't like detrimental to where it's like, okay, I need to go to the hospital. Like, whatever. I can't do it. But yeah, I knew the reason why. And my mama knew the reason why too, but I'm just like, girl, like I'm taking that medicine. Like, what?
Yeah.
I can't remember if the nurse called her or not. I know she was calling me, like, to remind me, like, hey, you know, you didn't come get your medicine today or whatever. I just wasn't answering.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I got home and she was like, why you so dark? And why you so little?
Yeah.
You're not taking that medicine. You're not going to take your medicine. And it got to a point with my mama where she's just like, girl, you grown at this point. You don't take that medicine, you're going to be laid out. So I'm not going to fight you on that. And that's just what it was.
How did that make you feel?
The
reality, not of what she said, but the reality of not taking the medication. What could happen? I
think at that moment, I was still feeling like, why the f*** do I have to go through this?
That's what I wanted to ask.
Like, that's still playing in my head. Like, why me? Like, I'm not taking it because why?
Yeah.
Not because I don't give a fuck about living, but why? Like, out of all the people that this could happen to, like, why is this happening to me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not realizing that, girl, it's just taking the medicine. Like, just go get the medicine. Like, it's not really doing nothing but helping you. Like, it's not changing. You taking 15 to 30 minutes out your day to go get that medicine, it's not going to kill you. I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking like, I'm still young. Why do I have to go through this?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Did it affect your prayer life, like talking to God?
I don't even think I was praying and talking to God at that time.
Has there been a time where maybe a flare-up happened where it was a crowd of frustration more so than heal my body or help, like a why?
Yeah.
Can you remember it?
It's now.
At this point?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because my lupus is pretty much under control. The last time I had a lupus flare was when my platelets were all out of whack and they couldn't figure out what to do to bring those back up. Now it's more so the Raynaud's, I'll have a flare, it'll leave, I'm having another one right after that.
Now, what's the word you did use?
Raynaud's.
What is this?
It's when you have poor circulation to your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have poor circulation, they get cold, they turn blue, and it forms these ulcers.
Mm-hmm.
Ulcers underneath on your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And with that ulcer, you can't do shit.
When the first time that happened, how old were you?
I was 19.
When you with the how do you pronounce it?
Raynaud's.
Raynaud's. Did you had to go to the doctor for that?
So when I got of age and I left my not my PCP, the children's doctor, the rheumatologist at Children's, I started going to this Russian doctor,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Rosenberg. I never forget him. Great doctor. But one of those doctors where I've been doing this practice for X amount of years. We're going to go my way. And if you don't like it, you're going to go find another doctor.
Mm.
So he pretty much had everything under control from me transferring from Dr. Bethany to him. And I left him because I got this job downtown and they gave me a night position.
Mm-hmm.
And the building was like right there on the outskirts of the West End. And my mama didn't want me working nights, leaving that building, going in my car with how the crime is in the West End. And he wouldn't sign off on getting my schedule changed.
Mm.
He said, you don't need to be in the sun.
Mm.
I'm not signing that.
Right.
So if you want somebody to sign off on, you got to find you another doctor.
He didn't want you in the sun because
it attacks your skin. The sun attacks lupus, your skin.
If you just step outside or be in there for...
Not supposed to be in the sun for long periods of time. So he was like, when you're at home, blinds closed.
And
no sun.
This 19.
This is at the age of no. I was probably like 18, 19 at this point.
Yeah, your life has done changed completely.
Yeah.
Already.
Mm-hmm.
The Raynaud's, did I say that right?
Raynaud's.
Raynaud's. The first time that happened, how did it affect your mental?
The first time this happened, so my fingers were hurting. It was all of them. And I'm like, man, mama, my fingers are like burning. They hurt. Like, I don't know what's wrong. And she's like, you know, Black parents, Neosporin and Robitussin.
Yeah. Ginger ale.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
So she's taking Neosporin and she lathering me up with it. And I'm just like, okay, like I'm letting her do it, but I'm like, Neosporin not working. Like, I can't explain to you. Like, they just hurt. Like, they ache real bad. And again, like I said, we left Dr. Rosenberg and I had this Indian doctor. I don't remember what that man's name was. Terrible doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to him and I'm like telling him, like, you know, everything is fine pretty much. Like, I feel okay. But my fingers are like, something is wrong with my hands. Like, my hands hurt. They ache really bad. They burn. Like, I don't know. He's blowing it off. So I got my first ulcer right here. And I actually have a picture of that ulcer. I bought my girlfriend at the time. She wanted a dog. I bought her a dog. I bought the dog from my weed man.
Yeah.
So the dog is pissed and infested.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna take the dog home, bathe him up. You know, we're gonna take care of the dog. I think that dog is what got my finger infected. But my thumb ended up getting infected.
Mm.
And how I knew it was infected is because pus was growing around the ulcer. So I went to the ER and they were like, I didn't know it was Raynaud's at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They just knew Got some ulcer. It's infected. They sliced me up. They numb me up, sliced me open, and said, we can't sew it up. Only way it's going to heal properly is if you got to let it do its thing.
Wow.
So did that. They didn't wrap it up that good. 2 days later, my thumb got that big.
You got a picture of that too?
I got a picture of that too. And it was purple and green. Literally that big. So at the time I was living in Bedford, and I went to the hospital out there, HEB, and they were like, I've never seen nothing like this before. Literally.
Did it come from them not?
It came, so for it to heal properly, they could not sew it up.
Okay.
I think it was just because I had Raynaud's and nobody knew. I wasn't on any medication for it.
Yeah.
So this thing is not going to heal. So I feel like either way, that was going to happen.
Right.
So they were like, ma'am, we're not going to send you home. We can't.
Another moment of we need to figure this out.
We got to figure this out.
Okay.
So they kept me, and they were like, we're going to keep you because you need to see a hand doctor and you need to see a plastic surgeon. Because I don't know, that finger, if we let you go, you're going to lose that thumb. And basically what they said.
And this is still before you 20.
Yeah.
In and out of the hospital.
Actually, at this point, I think I'm 21.
21.
I think I'm 21. I think I had just turned 21 that June. This was going on that next February. I wasn't even 21 a whole year yet.
I already basically still, as a kid, in and out of the hospital, weight fluctuating.
Yeah.
Skin, medication, the Raynaud.
And this was my first hospital stay. That's when I think that's when I knew she was serious.
Yeah.
When they told me to lose my thumb, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here because we got to figure this out because I can't be walking around with 9 fingers.
Right. And then you mentioned, I think the word was platelets. What is that?
So that is ITP. That's thrombocytopenia. That I was diagnosed with when that came before the Raynaud's. That was already pretty much under control. That gave me a hard ass time too because that's where they were like playing with medicine.
Trying to figure it out.
And that was pissing my mama off.
Got you.
Because she's like, she's not a test dummy. This is not an experiment. Especially when, so what happened was I was getting these bruises. They were just popping up. Even if I didn't hit nothing, I'm bruising. And I went to the doctor and he said, you need to see a hematologist. Something is going on with your blood that's causing you to bruise up like that. So I went to the hematologist and he tested my blood and he told me, he said, are you on your cycle? I said, no. He said, okay, I'm not going to make you go to the hospital right now. But when you leave here, if you start your cycle, if you get a paper cut, if you fall and scrape your leg, anything that will cause you to bleed, go straight to the ER because your platelets are so low, you could bleed to death.
What?
Yeah.
And this, you said this before?
This was before Raynaud.
So we're talking 17, 18, 19?
We're talking, I'm probably 19 now at this point because I was diagnosed with Raynaud's right after 21.
A paper cut could have bled you out.
Could have bled me out, yeah. And so my mama was like, I think I just want to go to the ER. And I'm like, I don't want to go to no ER because I'm not bleeding. I'm like, let's just go home and like I'm okay. Like I feel okay. But he's like, no, you're not okay. And I seen him every day. Every week after that, once a week. I kept seeing him until he got those platelets up. And that's when they were playing with medicine.
Right.
That's when I swelled up and got 175 pounds.
We got a picture.
We got a picture of that too.
Cool, we're going to have to see that. Now, when you say they were playing with the medicine and the weight, how long did it take them to get to
a point where they knew what they was talking about?
I got to ask you, when you got the 175, what was you thinking?
That's to go back to that question you asked, how I felt. That's when I was like at a low.
Got you.
Because now I don't like how I look.
Okay.
Now you can look at me and people are questioning what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
Because 175, I'm only 5'2". So really my correct weight is like 130.
Yeah.
I'm 45 pounds bigger than what I'm supposed to be. And it was all in here.
dating at the time?
No, I couldn't.
Wouldn't even try?
Nope. I was celibate for 2.5 years.
The Raynaud's and the platelet. What was the term for the platelets? You said ITP?
ITP, thrombocytopenia.
Is all of these something that come from the lupus?
It's just something. I don't think that so lupus is gonna attack what it's gonna attack for that person. That's just what it did to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's something that lupus.
What's the smallest you get? The most weight you lost?
Got a picture of that too. I think I was like 120, 115, 120. I was skinny. I was flat.
You know, I always used to, you know, when you did post sometimes on your stories, like sometimes I literally had to say, is that Jade?
I know.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I think, do you feel like some of them pictures, like your skin tone was different?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I could tell the difference in the skin tone too, as well. So we're at college, Fleur, you come home from not taking the medication. And since I've been knowing you now for 2 years, it's been a few times where I'm guessing these are flare-ups where you have to go to the. Can you explain? Like, can your body like tell it's coming?
My Raynaud's, yeah. Because like I said, that's the only thing that flares up now. My platelets are pretty much under control. I've been on that medicine since 2020. The actual medicine that helped. So that's been under control. I don't really have no flare-ups with lupus no more either. It's really just the Raynaud's.
Just the Raynaud's. So that's what you've been going to the hospital for?
That's what I've been going to the hospital for, yeah.
Because I think do they put your body in pain or just specific? Just
my fingers, but it's a different type of pain.
Right, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10?
11. Yeah.
And then did they ever explain why, like when your platelets was low, how it was causing bruises in different places?
I'm sure they did. I don't really 100% remember, but
it wasn't like a clot somewhere real quick, was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't really a blood clot, but I'm on blood thinners too, so I take a bare aspirin every day to keep my blood from the body. Huh?
How many medications do you take?
Now Plaquenil, ferrous sulfate, vitamin D, Bear, omeprazole, Tavocil, and sildenafil. Sildenafil is Viagra. That's what I take for my fingers. I take 6 of those a day.
Viagra?
Mm-hmm.
You take 6 Viagras a day?
Yeah. Because I take 2 sets of pills. I take a day set and I take a night set. The Viagra, the iron, and the medicine for the platelets, I have to take that twice a day.
Does the Viagra have the effect it's supposed to have? Because I don't know what Viagra is for.
Yeah.
I got to ask, how is it living with knowing you have to take 6 Viagras a day for your health, not for your pleasure?
It was hard at first because at the time I was dating somebody who didn't understand. Like, girl, like calm down. Right. But now that I'm older, it's just a mind thing. Like, you just got to set in your head, like, you're not gonna get it when you want it. So just be cool.
How? Because you said everything is leveled out, pretty much except.
Mm-hmm.
How are you today, living with lupus?
Now, it's my norm. There's nothing I can do about it. So I don't even think about it. When I get a flare up, it's just like the last time I was in the hospital for a flare up was this time last year, Thanksgiving. I went the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I called Ebony. I remember telling her, I was like, just telling you now, if I don't come by to see my dog for Thanksgiving, I'm going to the ER tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And they're going to keep me. Mm-hmm. I knew that already because it had pus around it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, it's something that you have to put in your head. Like, it's like when you have a child.
Mm-hmm.
You go from living this everyday life, just you, now you got a baby, you got to implement things you got to do for this child. It's just what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
does lupus affect you having children?
The last time I went to the doctor for like my Raynaud's, like she's trying to figure out something else other than the sildenafil to help me. And she wanted me to have she wanted me to see a plastic surgeon, and it was a surgery. She was saying we can have, or we can put stents in your fingers that will cause better circulation, which will stop the ulcers. But insurance felt like it wasn't severe enough for me to have it. And she was saying that because you go through these things, if you want to have a baby, that's fine, but you can't just up and get pregnant. You have to plan it.
You ever wanted children?
Yeah. I still do.
Now I had to bring it up because you mentioned, have you been pregnant before? What happened?
In college, I was dating one of the basketball players, and I had stopped going to get the medicine. Granted, was I planning to have a child? Was I planning to get pregnant? No, I wasn't. So I'm like, damn, my cycle ain't came, but my titties is like hurting. Like, okay, this is like going on 2 weeks now. Like, what's going on? I came home and I went to the doctor, got the gynecologist for a yearly, and they did all of the testing that they did, and they called me, and she said, when she told me about the pregnancy test, she never said that it was positive, nor did she say it was negative. So I didn't think nothing of it. So I was basically told that I was pregnant before I knew I was pregnant, but I didn't get that from what she was saying. So I'm on FaceTime with my mama, and I'm like, she's like, something ain't right. And I'm like, what you mean? She was like, I see a second heartbeat right here.
She said that while you was on the phone with your mama?
Yeah, on FaceTime. She's like, something's not right. And I'm like, what you mean? She was like, she's like, are you breathing okay? Like, are you feel okay? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, I see a second heartbeat right here. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. Whatever. Like a week later, I woke up and I was sick. Like, couldn't talk. Like, but strep throat was going around the campus. So I went to the nurse or whatever, and she was like, strep is going around, so just stay in your dorm if you get some medicine, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, something's not right. Like, I ain't even had a cycle in 2 weeks. Like, I'm 2 weeks late at this point, and my titties is sore. Like, we gotta know. So we went to go get a test, and yeah.
Whatever, so what was the decision? What happened?
At the time, I was going to Dr. Bonajim, and like I told you, he was
not having it.
My way or no way.
He was saying
and he said, because I was on methotrexate, because you can't get pregnant on it, and I stopped taking everything. I stopped taking the birth control. I didn't go get the methotrexate shots. I wasn't taking nothing. But he said that methotrexate is still in your system, and that'll be selfish of you.
It could have affected the baby.
It's going to. And he said you're either gonna miscarry. It's not gonna be nothing other than these two. You're gonna miscarry, or you're gonna have a severely special needs child.
Does that still linger with you today?
It does. Because eventually my motherly instinct started to sink in. Like, I'm like, damn, like,
right.
I got cravings. Like,
yeah.
After class, I'll be like, either you gonna go get my Whataburger or I'm gonna get my Whataburger, but I gotta have my Whataburger after class. Like, to this day, I still go to Whataburger and order Coke, Sprite, and strawberry Fanta mix.
What?
It was a craving. I had to have it.
Yeah.
I had to have it.
It sounds like it might hit though.
It's a good ass drink. Right. Look, it's good. I'm trying to tell you, but yeah, I don't know why, but that was Whataburger and that drink. I had to have it, but yeah, that was a hard decision to make because I started to feel it. Yeah. Like, damn, like I'm gonna be somebody, mama.
Yeah,
excited. Like I was picking out names and everything, and
the guy.
Yeah.
When you told him.
Yeah.
How did it go? Yeah.
Yeah.
And knowing, I guess, that could affect you, the child, the same way if you got pregnant today.
Well, I'm not on methotrexate anymore. I do worry that the baby will have something. Like if I have a child now, like something will be wrong with it. I do worry about that a lot.
Have you ever sit down and talked to some or ran into somebody else who had lupus or struggled with? Have you ever had to encourage somebody else with lupus?
Encourage them? No, not really. Have I ran into somebody else? Yes. Like, I went to church with my daddy and my grandma like a month or two ago, and he introduced me to this lady, this not older, but she was older than me. And she was just telling me like what she's been through and what it's done to her, and asking, well, when that happened, like, how did you, but everybody's different.
Right.
So what works for me is probably not going to work for you. What it attacked me, it's probably not going to attack you there. So it's not much I can really just.
I did read that every case is different.
Every case is different.
Completely different. What are some of the, I want to say, because you pretty much said you have a normal life to an extent. I'm wondering if there is some struggles that you deal with knowing that you have lupus.
What you mean?
I guess, have you ever got into a place of, because you say you still deal with the Raynaud's. Is there always a place in your mind where you're thinking eventually, if you go a certain amount of time, are you thinking I'm going back to the hospital? Do you get, like, how does it?
Yeah. I mean, it takes a mental toll on you, because once it gets to a point, some of the pain is bearable. Some of the pain ain't. When it's not bearable, you don't have a choice, because you could take, I could take ibuprofen all day long. That pain is there, like, to that point. There's nothing that I have that's going to help. I got to get some morphine.
Dang.
I have to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, like I said, it's like a child. You just have to, you got to know, you got to implement it in your day. You have to, like, it's something that if I can't make it to this because I have to go to the hospital, that's just what I have to do. I'm sorry.
Have you ever, I got to ask this, have you ever, because I know you said sometimes it's the why me. Have you ever just been like, I don't even care no more to live?
When I first was diagnosed.
In the very 16?
From 16 up until about 18, 19. Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I hit 21 and I was dating this girl, and she took my lupus just as serious as I did. It wasn't until then where I was like, okay, if somebody else really cares about me and my well-being, and like I said, my mama did too. So I don't want to make it seem like before her I wasn't really having no support or somebody to push me. But
coming from somebody
who I kind of just met, like, did you take your medicine? Like, she knew what was what.
Yeah.
This is ferrous sulfate. That's plaque. Like, she knew everything.
Right.
That's when it was like, okay, girl.
Somebody else kind of gave you
take it serious.
Gave you the push.
Because it's not worth your life. You can live with it.
I was about to ask you about your village too, outside of your mama. Like, is there other people that you talk to or just been there? Like, who else your go-to person?
My stepmama. She be on my daddy ass. You got a daughter that got lupus? Call her.
Yeah.
I talk to her almost every day.
Is that important to have the village?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. For sure. It's important to have a village not having illness, but yes.
Facts.
It's important to have it when you got one, for sure.
Yeah.
Because when I get down, a lot of times I can't. I need these people. I need these people.
And when you say down, like, what is the needs you, other than, people being there mentally? Do you actually need the physical help?
The physical is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving around, getting things done.
Yeah, I can't go to the ER by myself.
Yeah.
I need somebody there, because, like I said, 9 times out of 10, I'm going for Raynaud's, so I'm a finger short.
Yeah.
So When I take showers, somebody got to wrap me up.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to help me put my socks on. I pretty much like have learned to live with when I'm having a flare up, how to maneuver myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just went on vacation in October. I had a whole flare up. This finger was just like that.
Where was you at?
I went on the cruise.
On the cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cruise looked lit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how old are you now, Jade?
I'm 29.
29. This started really becoming a journey. You could say at 12 when you first started losing weight.
Yeah.
But at 16 when we knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking, was it 13 years? Let's see, 16, 20, 13.
Yeah.
In these 13 years, living with lupus, I want you to explain who has helped you become, not what it's tried to take away. Because in your fight, because I've been knowing you for 2 years, the little bit that you told me, I was like, I commend you. It's strength. There are a lot of people who are not dealing with an illness that's attacking their body that they can't do nothing about, who I want to say complain about life. When you hear stories like yours, there's no room to complain about certain things when you still get up, do what you need to do, move how you need to move, and stay focused to the best of your ability. I want to hear about maybe even when you hear people complain, are there moments where you've been, if I could have your life and not do what? I want to hear the what you've learned about yourself, your resilience, your strength in this journey with lupus.
I'm a warrior for sure. Having lupus has made me realize that I can overcome anything, and that's not just flare-ups. Because your body is going to do what your body going to do. So if I don't have control over it, then there's really nothing I can do about it. But if I keep this mindset where you're going to get through it, which I had to learn that as well. I don't remember I told you about going to doctor's appointments and just being so disappointed afterwards. I'm in tears. So I'm like, I don't know. These people don't know. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just the one going through it. It got to a point to where before going to an appointment, I would look in the mirror and be like, today is your day. You're not going to get bad news today. You're going to walk out of there and hear what you want to hear today.
Yeah.
And
that's what happened.
That's what would happen.
Yeah.
So definitely overcoming the struggles of lupus made me realize I can overcome anything. Anything.
Yeah. I see that in you too. I see that in you. I think it made me put a lot of things in perspective, knowing the journey that you dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And just pushing through things. And from a lot of people's perspective, you probably don't understand. And understanding, does it make you appreciate life differently?
Absolutely. Because people be complaining about temporary fixes. Lupus is forever. I'm going to have lupus forever. I'm going to have another terrible flare-up.
Yeah.
At some point in life.
And somebody complaining
about something that it's
a choice.
Yeah.
You literally have an option.
Right.
And you don't.
Right. On top of the everyday things that I go through that's not lupus related.
Right.
Which causes flares. Because your number one thing that causes a flare is stress.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Yes. You want to flare up quick?
Stress. So relationships can...
Stress. Stress.
I want to bless this conversation real quick because you just blessed me with talking about stress flare-ups. You may not have lupus, but you something that's stressing you out is causing some form of a flare-up. it may not look like how it affects your body or your fingers, but it'll affect your heart. It'll be affecting your mind. And it's something, again, you probably have a better choice of not causing a flare up than you. Yours, you actually have to go through a process.
Right.
You have to go to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
They have to regulate something. They have to. A lot of the stresses that we have in everyday life that could cause a flare up, it could literally just be a simple choice of, you know what, I ain't dealing with you no more.
I just went through that.
Explain.
Where you able to start?
Wherever. Where did you realize this is no more?
I think I knew that from the jump. I think so. I'm a person that I live to learn a lesson.
Okay.
There's never too many lessons you can learn.
Mm-hmm. Experience the best teacher.
Even as the older we get,
mm-hmm.
I'm always gonna want to learn a lesson.
For sure.
I'm always gonna do what Jade wants to do. Now, I'm gonna ask for advice.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go which way I want to go.
Right.
Whichever way I want to go is what I'm gonna do. It was definitely a situation I knew I had no business. I had no business getting in it.
Mm-hmm.
I had no business getting in it. That person had another person, and this person is like, yeah, you know, I just gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this. So once I get out of this, like, yeah, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And in my head, I'm like, no, you're not.
Mm. Mm.
No, you're not.
I gotta ask you this. In not just this situation, but situations you may have you had a person that was conscious of and moved in a way knowing that stress coming from their end could cause you to go to the hospital?
This situation.
No, did they treat it with care, knowing they could, or they wasn't, or they treated it?
No. That person, I'm constantly saying like I can't flare.
Yeah,
I cannot flare. Like I'm already going through what I'm going through personally.
Right.
This I don't need.
Yeah, that's awful.
And it just got to a point where it's just like, I told him, I was like, you know, I can't keep seeing you for your potential, and I got to see you for what you showing me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you putting extra stress on me that I ain't gonna take it.
Right.
I can't. I can't. Cause this is gonna stress me out more than what my personal situation is, because this is limited.
Wow.
This is temporary. I'm gonna overcome this.
Yeah.
I can't get my heart invested no more in you, because it's gonna be harder for me to break away.
I was just about
I'm
to say
breaking away right now.
I was just about to say, your living with the lupus, you have to guard your heart completely different.
Have to, because
if somebody ain't gonna protect it the way
people don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
they don't care. They don't care. And then too, with me with lupus, this is the thing. People expect, because you have an illness that, and I'm not saying I'm not a sweetheart, because I think I am. Mm-hmm. I think I'm a very genuine person. Sure. Do I have a mouth on me? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to always have that mouth. Mm-hmm. And people think because I do have that mouth, and because I do talk my shit, and because I do tell you what you don't want to hear, they forget. Mm-hmm. They think just because you sick, that you're supposed to just be this quiet and be sick person. No, ma'am. I'm never going to be that.
Can you think of a time where maybe a flare-up happened? It was something you wanted to do, somewhere you wanted to go, something you planned, and you had to cancel it because
it was Halloween one year, and me and my best friend at the time and her sister, we were supposed to go trick or treating. We was gonna go to this party. It really hurt my feelings because I did not have a costume, and when I got home that day, me and my brother spent at least 3 hours on Halloween trying to find me a costume. And I was able to find something and put something together that made sense. And I got all dressed up and got out there and got in that cold. Instantly, my body said no.
It was over.
It was over. They had to leave me. He had to come back and get me.
I want you to encourage the people as we wrap this up. I want you to bless the conversation one time with whatever's on your heart, whether it's about lupus or not, but about strength. Because I think that's your journey is full of strength, overcoming, experiencing, even after getting advice, like you said, still choosing to learn something. What can you give us? Women, what can you give women?
Put you first. No matter what. Because people gonna do what you allowed them to do. It's like letting somebody come over to your house. If they see you treating your shit like shit, they're gonna treat your shit like shit. So if somebody see you putting something else before you, or you putting them before you, you're never gonna be first to this person. So.
With you saying that, I have to add, at what point did you realize that's what you needed to do?
And when?
Put yourself first.
In this last situation?
In
just
life.
In general?
Yeah. Was it a moment where you realized, I need to choose me?
Losing shit. Losing things. Shit is gonna fall apart. You not choosing you, you're not important to you, he gonna make sure.
Dismantle.
He's gonna make sure you ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
So do you want to continue to lose?
Yeah. With that being said, it's been several moments in my life where I know for a fact where I was doing things places I shouldn't have been, people that I should not have been connected to, where a dismantling happened. And not only was I putting them before myself, I was also putting them before him. And you also lose yourself in that because the very essence of you is being given to people who are not pouring into you.
And don't deserve it.
And by the time you look up, not only do you lose material things or physical things, you realize that there is a process of even getting yourself back. The trauma, the hurt, the betrayal, when it's time for you, even when you think I want to allow somebody in my space, you realize that you could be hurting from that. So I agree with putting yourself first, not in selfishness, because you can put yourself first and still respect the other people who are respecting you as well. Putting yourself first in situations that they're not putting you in a place at all. You got anything else you want to say?
That's when you lose.
Everything.
That's when you lose everything.
Facts. And I do want to commend you on your journey. Me knowing you personally, if y'all haven't watched Traps, if you have, this is T for Trap for sure. Your social media, what's your social media?
It's J.Nicole without the I. So J.Nicole. That's my Instagram. I don't know what the TikTok is.
I think it's
Jade Nick.
Jade Nick. Yeah, it is. And it's been a blessing to talk to you.
Thank you.
I got something from it because some things ain't even worth complaining about. And sometimes it's not as right on the front of your mind to think of other situations. But sometimes if you can just pause for a second and be like, it's somebody going through, not to minimize your situation, but maybe to just give you some hope and some courage to realize this ain't worth sitting in.
Right.
It's somebody else who don't have a choice.
Right.
With that being said, we just blessed this conversation. It's your boy Joe T and
Jade Nicole.
Yes, sir.
That was so good.